I welcome you all to the CryptoSingh show, and my name is Gunpreet Singh, and we talk about Bitcoin, Metaverse, NFT, everything. Firstly, I apologize for missing out in action for some of these days, but I was not really well, and we're here back with our videos. Now, what's happening with the cryptocurrencies, what's happening with Bitcoin, everything in today's show. So there's a lot that's been happening with the crypto markets, with the Bitcoin market, and the market in general. It could be technology market, you could say. Well, saying that, our last video, we did say that we will be going down, we will be reversing at 25,000, and we did shout about that we would be going back down, and it's exactly as we predicted has happened. Now, what's the reason that this has happened actually? Well, there's always a reason for something which people see much before than we all do, right? And that's why the charts were showing still some bearishness, that there was something cooking up. Now we know the Silvergate, now we know the SVB bank, which is the Silicon Valley Bank, going down, and the government tried to control it, but they came out with saying that it's done and it's busted and there's nothing that can be done. Now this tech banks coming down is extremely alarming, and to tell you that a lot of cryptos had their money into SVB bank, mainly being USDC. So, but would that affect the market is something that we would need to see it in a day or two. So it's very difficult to really know right now what has happened, but there could be more consequences of it, or the situation could be could get better, or situation could get normalized. Well, we'll have to wait and watch about the situation, what's happening. But in my opinion, the charts were showing bearishness, and there is still bearishness in the charts, and I still think we might have a bit of jump, which we did from 19,500. We went to 21,000 again. But I still think that there would be a bit of jump coming in, and it's not going to go straight to 12, 13,000, 14,000. But I want to make something really clear here, and it's extremely important at this point of time. It's something that I had been saying, that this is your last push down towards getting all the weak hands off the market. And this is your last chance to get into it. I don't think then, after this, there will be any further chances of Bitcoin going to those prices, or all getting to those prices. I don't know if Solana, I don't know if Matic, I don't know if ADA, which crypto will take off, but definitely some of these cryptos will take off. Now, we are going back, and everyone started shouting we're back in the bull market. I told you we're still in the bear market, it's a bull rally. And now again I've started shouting that this is our last push down, and after this you'll not have another push down, we'll only have push up. And I personally believe that this is now the time to get back into the markets. This is the time, because we've had one of the longest bear markets now. So eventually now this market also has to try and understand that bear market is not there to last. Bull markets are not there to last. Any situation, be it as a human life, is not there to last for long. I think it's lasted already really long, and now is the time that you have to understand that this is the time you need to start accumulating. And the banks have gone, the exchanges have gone, everything has gone now. Now what happens is, you will only have accumulation, you will only have companies buying in. Now is the time you'll get more clarity. If you see, yes, the bearishness is there, but there's less fear. So earlier there was bearishness and fear. Now what is happening is there's less fear. There's no hype about crypto markets, which is excellent buying position, because when there is hype, it's probably the wrong time to buy. It's the time to sell at the time of hype. So you have banks going down, you have exchanges going down. So this is the time we will have a last push down, and I think it's going to stay for a month or two. But this is the time you can start doing your dollar cost averaging, start accumulating, and then all of a sudden, as this comes down, is exactly how it's going to go up. So one fine day you're going to see that there would be some news coming in, and it's going to skyrocket. So these banks, SVB is yes, it's a technological bank, but again, isn't this something that really shows the strength of Bitcoin? That what's the point of having banks when your money is not safe? But anyways, the governments and the people of the people feel that banks are still safe, but eventually we do see crime rate in cryptocurrencies. We see crime rate in Bitcoin, but what we don't see is 95% of these people are behind the bars. Now, who is to be held responsible if bank has gone down? So how is this not a crime? In my opinion, this is probably the biggest crime, because you have your life savings into the bank. You have all these things into so many companies, banks. Isn't this equally a crime as much as stealing from someone? So, and so much of money overnight, how do you declare bankruptcies in the world is something for me, it's difficult to understand. If there's a bank that's making losses, it's right there and then the government should stop. If there's a company making losses, it's right there and then the government should stop. Now, what they do is they ask more people to get them the money. People will buy more. People will, put more money into the bank, and the bank completely takes that money and runs off. So I don't know what crime, people cry about, or is it something that the world, the governments will tell you this is crime. But what is actual crime is for us to really see that this is also equally an actual crime that is happening in front of our eyes, banks going bankrupt, and and companies which have, in stock market exchanges going to zero. This does happen in crypto as well. I'm not denying to the fact. But the fact of the matter is that something like Bitcoin is still decentralized. But none of these things are decentralized. Extremely centralized things, and that's exactly why Bitcoin is gonna rise, and that's exactly why you see gold coming up, you see metals holding up, is exactly because of the world situation that is happening, because of nothing other than uncertainties. And these uncertainties are something that will have the effect on assets. You have inflation. So what do you expect? You're gonna have job losses. That's what happened on Friday when the job data came out. Of course, these are the things that are gonna happen. The smarter thing is that the government will not declare this is a recession. It's a unsaid recession. So in my opinion, this is something that I personally believe is not something that is right, or something that is, we are made to believe that this is a crime. We are made to believe something. But if you practically, logically see something, I think it's completely the opposite. Something like Bitcoin is actually more decentralized than any other bank in the world. So so that's all for now. I personally think if you're liking the content, please do like, share and subscribe. You just need to click that subscribe button. Now, this is what I personally think is happening with the Bitcoin prices. If there is something more in terms of movement, I'll let you know, but this is the time to buy. This is the time to get into the crypto markets. So that's all for now. Signing off, Gunpreet Singh from the CryptoSingh channel. Bye bye, take care.